Hi, beautiful Libra. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Libra, this is your monthly read for November, and we're going to start with an overall energy here to just get the undercurrent or underlying energy that is like percolating underneath it all. And then we're going to get all the rest of the cards out on the table and really get into the message for you. And there's a little bit, the sun is making these, I think you'll deal with that. It's really, really nice to have the sun in here. Okay, Libra. Children, know that your children are protected. And I love this. This is very much about hope and finding the inner strength, finding a connection to your inner child. Basically just having the inner child come out and play. Just be more connected to that inner child overall. But just as you do feel connected more to that inner child, that's where you get all your strength, like you're regaining strength or awakening strength, okay? Libra, that's underneath it all. What is going on for Libra, please, for the month of November? And the entire month of November is a portal month because it's a 11, right? And it's a eclipse season going on as well, which can be quite draining, quite challenging. I just feel like the most challenging month in a while, chaos and conflict, when we talk about it, is October. And so it feels really nice to just sort of come out of October and come into November. Even with that high speed energy, it just is still nicer and still a little bit more balanced in November than it was in October. What is going on for Libra, please, for the month of November? We have come to the edge. Come to the edge. And all that glitters. We're going to clarify and then really get into the message, okay? Libra, do you want to tell you that I offer personal readings right now? If you're interested in that, it's in the description box. Send me a message. Libra, why are these energies on the table, please? The Empress and Decision. Wow, very spiritual with the purple there. Empress and Decision is coming out. And then just couple more cards. We're going to get a clear picture here. Authority, staying your integrity, and awareness. Wow, the Universe card. And do you see the halo? The ring. Very drawn to that there. So we're going to see what that is about. Okay. I'm going to put that to the side. Just give me a moment here. Cheers, everyone. Okay. It feels like I don't know why I'm getting this, but I'm getting this phrase. It's taken out of context. It's taken out of context. So I don't know if someone just said that or if I have to be honest, I actually don't know where that fits in. It's taken out of context. Something's taken out of its element, out of the fuller picture. Like that's the full picture, but this one's just taken out of, doesn't make sense because it's taken out of context. Well, if you just read that sentence, it doesn't make sense, but if you have the whole picture, it does. Okay, I'm just going to leave that be because I don't know where that fits. So I'm just going to leave that be for now. Maybe someone goes, I know exactly what that is about. Like, I know exactly. Okay. I wish I had a live here, because then maybe you could have told me what that is about. So we're starting with chaos and conflict. I just get the overall feel here that you're starting to reevaluate. I think that's the best expression of the energy, the overall energy that I'm feeling. Reevaluation. What was true a minute ago is not true anymore. What was real a minute ago isn't real anymore. What felt really, 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 really important, a little bit exaggerated there, a little bit dramatic. What felt really, really important a minute ago isn't anymore. I'm sorry if you're looking a little bit ghost-like here. I planned this for Halloween. No, I didn't. Yeah. Things. So chaotic and chaos and conflict. So for Libra, does this come out for at least 2 other signs? And I have to say, for Libra, this is more like the chaos is not that chaotic, and the conflict is probably not even for you. It's other people dealing with the fact that you're changing. Does not make any sense, Libra. You are reevaluating things. You are living a more true life. You're living a more authentic life. We have come to the edge here. And come to the edge is all about daring to put yourself out there, daring to be vulnerable. If this is sort of, if I were to explain this around a relationship, this is like when you dare to just really open your soul, open your heart, and just really let someone in. Really let them into your heart. Really live with an open heart chakra. If this is a passion of yours, like the opportunities showing up, so I know I'm completely like butchering my dad right now by saying this, but like, not butchering, but like I'm throwing him a little bit under the bus by saying he is like such a talented artist. Like he's a painter, and although he paints every once in a while, he doesn't paint as often as he probably would like to. And he gets offers every once in a while. Offers comes in that people wants to buy his paintings. And the constant answer he gives them is that he doesn't have any. I'm like, are you kidding me? You have like a whole freaking storage full with paintings, and you're saying you don't have any. Well, they're not good, and they're not right, and they're not, they've been standing too long in this. They might smell a little bit. I was like, you're a painter. Draw something new. Paint something new. And then he walks around with this feeling of, I'm not succeeding in the artist department. And I'm like, well, you could, if you were just to respond. There's a feeling of fear of following that passion. It's a feeling of fear to succeed. His entire life, like he's 20 he's 26 years old now, which means I am just turning 2. He is 76 years old, and or young, however you want to see it. And it's just okay. So if you put yourself in this situation, there's something about daring to go after your passion, to say yes when it shows up, to have the courage to fail. Yes, we talk a lot about having the courage to fail, like it's okay to fail, but also to have the courage to succeed, to be such a freaking walking success. And there's something about shifting your entire, I hope I'm doing my best here to convey the energy that I'm feeling around this, because it's more of an energy here. And maybe that's what you're feeling too. You might not even yourself, Libra, you might explain it just like that. Like, I don't know. And maybe it's like, maybe that is the taken out of context. Maybe you just sort of have a sentence and you don't know the full story just yet. It's just a feeling here of, you're re-evaluating things. You're making a shift. You're coming from such an authentic place, Libra, and Libra being Libra, like the most authentic, like the justice sign, the balancer, the equalizer, if you will. Starting to live a really, really authentic life. Of course, that's going to mean a lot to every single sign, but it means a little bit more to Libra, because Libra, that's what you live for. And on the contrary, on the opposite, it's like if it's out of balance, you don't find a person feeling worse than Libra. I know I'm completely generalizing, but if we sort of stick to the signs and what they're saying, that's Libra. There's something about you just choosing to be such like having just such an authentic life right now, choosing to come to the edge, choosing to let in, opening that heart of yours, taking a chance, taking a risk, risking to succeed. And at first glance, there's some people here that might not like it. It might look a little bit chaotic as you decide that now you're gonna like, okay, so now Libra all of a sudden gonna choose an authentic life. Where does it leave me? You can't care about where that leaves them or what happens to this situation. I mean, we have children here. Know that your children are protected. So two things here. This is you regaining your strength. This is you starting to stand in your strength and in your power. This is you reconnecting with your inner child. Having the inner child come out and play again, like view the world through very curious and adventurous eyes again. And also the other thing is that if this is you, Libra, going through such a change, reevaluating everything, sort of choosing to, so before if you had glasses on and those glasses represented one part of you, and what they're now, like you shift the glasses and the new ones, the only thing you can see is authenticity, truth, realness, just balance overall, justice. That might change things for you in a relationship, a particular relationship. And if there's children involved, just know that this chaos and conflict, know that this shift that you're undergoing, your kids are okay. And it might look a little bit like, well, in the very beginning, but they will be okay. Okay? So we have come to the edge there. And then we have all that glitters. I just feel like this is talking about, so what you valued before is not a value of yours anymore. What you consider to be, it's almost like, you know, the Jim Carrey saying, like Jim Carrey said a couple of years back, he said, I wish fame and richness for everyone. I wish that everyone could just be famous and could be really, really rich so that they understand it's not about being famous and being rich. It has nothing to do with it. It's a reevaluation. It's almost like you come to the, okay, so now you got the house. Well, it wasn't really about the house, was it? And now you got the car, and now you got the person, and now you got the money, and now you got the, like, you got it all. And still, it wasn't it. It wasn't that. That's not what it was, you know. All that glitters isn't gold. There's something here like you're reevaluating. Yeah, I might have wanted that. I might have wanted that a couple of years back, but right now and what you're shifting into, it has to match your values. If the new situation doesn't match your values, your underlying values, if the new person doesn't match your values, it's a goner. It's like you're not interested. We have the decision and Empress. I'm actually going to read from the book. Okay, I'm going to start with that. Decision. Do you see that there? It's a lot of sun on me and not so much. There you go. Well, you know which one it is. You're being called to break free of anything that is holding you back. Archangel Jophiel can help you release any feelings of helplessness or fear that are creating a sense of entrapment. The good news is that the limitations that you perceive as hindering your progress are self-created and therefore can be uncreated. You can free yourself with the help of God and the angels. Negative thinking can keep you from moving in the direction of your heart's desire. Ask Archangel Jophiel to keep your thoughts flowing in a positive direction. Allow your spiritual wings to carry you away to the life of your dreams. Additional meanings of this card is a focus on material possessions, overspending, a need to detox, a lack of self-confidence, unnecessary worry. This is coming out right next to the Empress. This is what I mean. Like, so perhaps before, excuse me. See if I can do something about the light here. So perhaps before, your confidence was based on your happiness, your confidence was based on things you have or dreams you had based on material things. And there's something in the creative shift here. There's something about the choosing of the authentic path here that might scare you a little bit. Like you just need to let go of that final little voice inside or that final little thought saying you can't do this or you can't shift this. That, oh yeah, you can. Whatever you created, whatever looks like a prison that you created, you can uncreate it. You can't uncreate anything because everything exists once it exists. But you can definitely create another reality where you feel free, where you feel completely free to move in the direction of what you want. And I just feel like you're coming into being the Empress. It's so interesting because, you know, I keep saying this, but it looks like it's about reevaluating material stuff to just sort of go back to basics and understand what it's really about. But what does that do to you? What does that do to your journey? Like, this is all about you finding your place and your development and your expression and your expansion on this journey. And so you're becoming the Empress. The Empress, and I have to say again, because of this child, knowing that your children are cared for, knowing that they're okay, they're protected, that the Empress is a very motherly, she can come across as very motherly. And if you're a guy, that can definitely be you just really, you know, wanting to care for your children, knowing that they're okay, that there are people, whether you're a woman or a man, who really is like, you might have lived for your children for the longest time, and you might have thought that you're doing the right thing by judging things or valuing things even for your children, like even for your kids. Like, okay, if I have it sorted out, like we have, I don't know what to put in there, like, but just the kids are okay and like they have all this stuff and they have more stuff and they have more. I'm not saying that minimalism, is that what it's called, is like better, because it's not about that. It's about your mindset and what you feel about, like what you feel about everything. And the Empress is all about coming into your confidence. The Empress knows who she is. Again, if you're a man, this is all about you as well. The Empress knows who she is. She knows what she wants and she goes after it. She's also very, very nurturing. She nurtures all those people all around her. But it might have just sort of dawned on her that, okay, in order for Libra to become the Empress, we need to let go of the false narrative. Is that what it's called? The false narrative. I'm going to stick to that word. And create a new one. And the new one is based on, it's not based on false values and the materialistic, what you thought the materialistic world would bring to you and your children is brought to you through confidence and self-worth and being the Empress. I hope this makes sense. Reevaluating everything. We're moving on here to authority and awareness. And I'm so drawn to those circles there today. Both of those circles being very, very obvious in both of those cards. The authority card is very much like staying in your authority, staying in your integrity, putting your foot down, setting boundaries, knowing who you are, knowing when to push for things and knowing when to take a step back is just as much, you know. Do you see the difference between, like, we have pillars here in the back, like, okay, it's false safety. So in the past, it feels like you had the idea. Here the ring or the halo is like in the forefront. And it's a real connection. This is the universe card, awareness. This is the connection to the universe. The crown is completely open, in contact. There's an alignment with your inner being. This first card, this authority, looks really good. Looks good from the outside. This is when we have the idea. It's like I have the idea of being protected. I have the idea of, it's like, okay, if you have 5 people around you, you're safe. But that's false safety. If you walk around with 5 security guards, 5 lifeguards, you know, whatever, like to keep you safe and secure, yeah, you might go a little bit longer in your life because you feel more secure because you have people around you. However, that is false safety, because you could have 5 security guards around you and be scared to death. And that's what you're sending out to, just stick with me here for a bit. That's what you're sending out to the universe, like you feel safe. But it's not that you're sending out that you feel safe. You feel worried or you feel afraid and you feel a little bit more secure because you have security around you. But that energy the universe is going to respond to. So it doesn't matter if you have 10 security guards around you. You could be shot or, you know, ran over anyway. I don't know if this is a horrible analogy, but it's about you understanding what real safety is. This is you reevaluating everything. This is like, it's not false security when it comes to money. It's not false security when it comes to security. It's not having the knowing of it. It's not intellectualized. It's not because you have the right stuff around you. You have the right materialistic things around you. You have the right security and the right safety around you, that you're safe and that you're happy and that you're sound. It's because you're becoming the Empress, and you're now becoming aware. You're coming into real security, real safety, real alignment. This is alignment with the universe, and this is you sort of claiming that space and sort of looking at it from doesn't mean that you can't have like a gorgeous house and 30 cars if you feel like it. 30 cars is really trouble to take care of, but that's not the point. The point is, if you feel it's not making you happier to get another car, it's not making you unhappy to not have a car, because the alignment doesn't come from another car. Your safety doesn't come from yet another person walking beside you. The safety comes from within, to feel secure, and that comes from alignment with the universe, with your inner being. And that is what you're finding out as we speak. There's a real, why are you protected from anything and everyone in your life? Because you are in contact with your inner being, which doesn't allow for anything lower than really high vibration to reach you. And you can walk wherever you want to walk without security, and you'll be just fine. Does this make sense here, this reading today? Reevaluating everything, becoming the Empress, not knowing of or having the theory about what connection is and what safety is and what security is, but actually getting to know it. I love this reading. It feels really profound. And people in your immediate, like people around you might not like what you're doing on the first day. They might not like what you're doing on the first week or first month. You cannot care about that, Libra, because you're choosing a very authentic life for you. And it might look really messy and might look like, what is Libra doing? You're choosing you, and you're choosing authenticity. You're choosing truth. And that can never be wrong. Final message here for Libra, please. Final message. We have base chakra. So there's the safety and security. We have discontent and boredom. So I just want to say in this very shift that is going on there for you, you might feel like, okay, it's not happening fast enough. So Libra, just be patient, be kind to yourself in the process, and know that these profound changes just sort of don't happen overnight, but just keep going and keep anchor in with your base chakra, because that's where like you're laying a completely new foundation for yourself. The base chakra is family and home and safety and security and feeling like you belong and feeling like you know who you are. I can't remember now what the sign was that the base chakra really, the root came out for some other sign. But yeah, this is what you're working on, and you're not coming from, you're feeling at home because you have the right house. You're feeling home because you're anchored in with yourself. You have a root chakra that is in balance. That's what I have for you, Libra, for the month of November. I hope it's helpful, uplifting, and guiding you in the right direction. Did I say that? If you're interested in a personal reading, please contact me through the description box. Send me a message and we'll take it from there. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.